Hello, I'm Micah. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'll be guiding you through a short chair yoga practice that's designed to help you improve your balance. So meet me in your seat and let's get started. Meet me in a comfortable seated position, up on your sit bones, maybe rock side to side a couple of times. And then settle in with your palms down on your lap, shoulders soft, chest lifted, back of your neck long. Let your eyes close for just a moment to tune in and draw your attention inward. Begin to connect to your natural breath. Notice how it feels moving through your body. And take this first moment of stillness to let everything go that's happened today. And just bring your awareness to this present moment. Draw your palms to heart center and open your eyes. Release one hand down to your chair, the other arm reaches up, up, up. Feel your spine lengthen and then over your head. So you're in a nice side bend with your other hip, your opposite hip melted down on the chair. And let that go and release. Let that hand rest down on the chair. Other arm reaches up. Feel that lengthening upward energy and then let it reach over. Your gaze can be slightly lifted. And then let that go. Palms on your lap. Toe heel your feet out just a little bit so you're in a wide stance, at least hip distance apart. Palms down once again on your lap. And we'll move through a seated cat-cow. So as you breathe in, tilt your pelvis forward, open your chest, and bring your shoulder blades toward one another. Lift your gaze. And as you breathe out, pull your belly button in, round your spine, and release your head. Inhale, open the chest, tilt your pelvis, and exhale, round. Just move through these two positions fluidly with the breath, warming up our spine. And next time you exhale, just sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands to your knees and shift down. So it's like you're hinging right from the hips, keeping a long spine. Lower one shoulder down and one back. And then alternate. We're taking our time here, noticing sensation as we move. Keeping our breath flowing. This feels so good on the back. Just find those spots of tension and tightness that might need a little love. And then rise up. Now we'll do something that I call scrape the barrel. You might have heard it called stir the pot. We're just going to move our torso around in a circle. Now this is all you have to worry about really, but if you want to add a little something into it, let's add a little cat-cow into it. So it is like you're scraping the center of a barrel. As you come forward, your chest lifts, your shoulder blades come together behind you, and as you come to the side and back, you round your spine, tuck the tailbone, chin to chest. Come around, open the heart, take a breath in. And come back, round your spine, breathe out. But if that's too much for you to think about and deal with, then just move in a circular motion in whichever way feels good in your body today. And take it the other direction. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you come around. This is one of my favorite ways to warm up the spine and the hips. And then rise back on up. And now toe heel your feet in. Sit up tall. And if you do happen to have a block, use it. If you don't have a block, no big deal. We'll use our hands and get the same feeling, the same engagement. So we're going to play with our adductors and our abductors, two very important things to engage for balance when we stand up in a minute. So I just want to bring awareness to these two areas before we stand up. So if you have a block, put it in between your knees. Squeeze into the block. If you don't have a block, palms in, hands like this, in between your knees, so the palms are facing each other, and then you're pressing your knees into the back of your hands, trying to press them together, but your hands are pressing your knees away, right? So you should feel some nice engagement on the inner thighs, maybe even the low abdomen. So if you want to try that with a block, you can. You're just squeezing into the block. You're breathing steady. And I want you to remember this feeling. When I say in a second when we're standing, things like draw into your center line, this is what we're trying to get at, this engagement of the inner thighs, the adductors. Beautiful, and it just helps stabilize us. Set the block down, just remember that feeling. Take your hands to the outsides of your knees, and we're going to press out this time. So you'll feel different muscle groups turn on, some of the same ones and some different. And I want you to bring awareness to that. It should be a little more on the outside, including the glutes. So just notice what you feel and remember that feeling. And I want you to bring that engagement back into balance in just a moment. So if you want to switch back and forth between the adductors and the abductors, you can, to kind of see the difference there. Continue to breathe steadily. And just enjoy the exploration. Okay. Whew, let that go and let's stand up. Meet me behind your chair. Now I'm going to tilt my chair slightly to the side so you can see what I'm doing here. You just stay facing the camera or the computer or your phone or whatever you're using. All right, place your fingertips on the back of the chair. Stand up nice and tall. Feel your feet grounded down. Go ahead and sit down into your heels. So you're sitting back just a little bit and bending your knees. Your weight is shifted back towards your heels. You can wiggle your toes. That's how you know if you're shifted back far enough and the balls of your feet feel light. You could even tap them up and down maybe. If you have knee discomfort, just come out of this, but I just want a really light bend. So we're in a light Utkatasana here, chair pose. Breathe steady. And we're going to add our left arm into it. So give me a big thumbs up straight in front of you. And then we'll count index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky as the arm opens out and presses back. And then as it comes back to the front, pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. Okay, and just repeat that a couple of times. Noticing the stability and the grounding of your lower body. One more time, breathe in as you open out and count out your fingers. And breathe out as you bring it back. Now, if your legs need a break, take a break. Otherwise, let's move right on to the other side. Right thumb up and start to extend one finger out at a time. We're getting a little coordination here involved as well. And connect it with the breath. So inhale as you open out. And exhale as you come back in. Have we just done two? We're going to do one more. I might have made you do an extra. No harm in that. Beautiful. If you need a break, take it. Otherwise, both arms out in front. Give me a big old thumbs up with both hands. And then as you breathe in, open your arms out. Focus to the front, a soft gaze. Lift the heart, press the back of the hands back, and then bring it all back in, starting with your pinky, thumb in. Inhale, open everything out. And exhale as it comes in. Your legs might be feeling this right now. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Straighten your legs. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? Roll your shoulders out. Give your arms a break. Let's toe heel our feet. I call this prancing it out. Give your lower body a little love. And take a big sigh. Let's breathe in, fill up with air, and then sigh it out. Beautiful. So we'll add on to that. Leave your left hand on the chair and have your right leg be free. So you're slightly to the right side of the chair. Now find your focus, shift all your weight to your left foot and let the right knee float up. So one-legged mountain, just one leg lifted right in front of you. And then extend your right arm out in front of you, thumb up. So right arm out, right knee out in front. As you inhale, we're going to open that arm out just like we did, but also connect it to the leg. So we're opening out our hip. Here we go. Breathe in, extend one finger out at a time, and breathe out. Breathe in. We're just going to do two of these on each side, and breathe out. Whew, release down. Take your right toe behind you and extend your right arm up. Feel that length. We're lengthening out the side of the body. Counter stretch for what we just did. Breathe in, extend, and breathe out as you release everything down and come to the other side of your chair. So now the right hand is connected to the chair. Your right foot stays down. The left arm comes up, thumbs up, and the left knee rises, one-legged mountain. Ooh, so feel the right foot grounded down. So it's pressing down so much that you're lifting and lengthening up. Beautiful. So here we go. Breathe in as you open out and extend one finger at a time, and breathe out as you bring it back in. Inhale and exhale. Set everything down. Extend your left toe behind you. Left arm extends up at a diagonal, reaching, lengthening, expanding. Take a breath in and breathe out as you release down. Okay, let's do one more balance pose before we sit down and rest. I know this is a lot for our lower body, but it's good. We're building strength. Anytime you do feel joint pain, hips or knees or anything else, then please back off, take a break, and leave it for later. Okay, so we'll take our tree pose now. Let's start with our left hand connected to the chair, the right leg free. Okay, so this time we'll take our right hand to our upper chest to connect to our heart. Beautiful. Shift your weight to your left foot and let the right knee float on up in front of you, our one-legged mountain like before. Beautiful. Open that knee out. Now, there's a few different places we could place the foot. We can do it down on the floor like a kickstand. I recommend starting here. Or you can take it on the side of your shin calf right here, or you can take it up a little higher if you like. Find a spot that you can hold for a few breaths. You want to find that line of ease and effort, something that you feel sensation in and challenge, but not too much. Now, while you're here, I want you to remember the sensation, the feeling of that block in between your knees or your hands. Draw inward, feel that. Do you feel the difference that makes? Press your foot into your leg and your leg back into the foot. Breathe. Good, and see if you can remember that sensation. This is a little more difficult of the knees pressing outward. So we want to engage these glutes as well. You're really thinking about this bottom, the standing leg, the left leg right now. You want to think of that glute and really squeeze it, engage. And as you breathe, your chest is lifting up into your hand. And if you want to play with lifting this hand and drawing your palms together in Anjali Mudra, hands at your heart, you can. Your breath is steady and soft, as is your gaze. Take one more breath in with me. And on your breath out, let's release down and prance it out. Moving on right to the other side One more side before we rest. So let your right hand connect to the chair, your right foot connects to the ground. Take your left hand on the heart and lift your left knee up. Try flexing that left foot, see if that helps. Feel your stability first before you do anything. Breathe into that hand on your chest and then open the knee out. Come into your tree pose, whatever that might look like to you today. Maybe the ball of your foot down, maybe on your ankle, maybe a little higher. Check in with your posture here. Are your shoulder blades engaged behind you? Is your chest lifted? Is the back of your neck long? We don't want to crane up our neck. We want to feel the crown of our head reaching up like there's a string on top of our head. And now bring awareness to that sensation, that feeling of the block in between your knees where you're drawing inward. You're pressing that sole of the foot into the leg and the leg back in. And then see if you can bring awareness the other way, like you're moving them outward and feeling the glutes engage. And if you're not feeling that right now, that's okay. This is just an exploration. It may come with time. It's just something we're playing around with. A different visualization might work for you. And if you want to play with drawing both hands to the heart, please do. Make sure your knee isn't locked out of the standing leg. You have like a little micro bend in that knee. And how's your breath doing? Okay, take one more big breath with me. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release it all down, prance it out. We'll give your feet a break. Let's just give our hips a little movement first. Step behind your chair, hands on the back of the chair, feet wide, and draw nice big old hip circles here. And then take it the other direction. Great. Step a little ways back behind the chair. Keep a nice bend in your knees. And it's almost like you're sticking your booty out. See how long you can make your spine. You're pressing away from the chair, trying to lengthen the spine as much as you can. Breathe. If you have any kind of vertigo or dizziness or blood pressure issues, keep your head a little elevated here. Okay, bend your knees and slowly walk yourself back up to stand, and then come around and meet me in your seat for some rest. Let's take a nice hamstring stretch before we end. So extend one leg out in front of you with the heel down, toes coming towards you. We'll interlace our hands, fingers, and place it on the other thigh. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, stretch forward. Rise on back up. Switch legs. Extend your other leg out, toe towards your face. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, hinge forward. Rise back up. Widen your feet. Hands come to the chair behind you. And then let your knees fall from side to side. I call this windshield wiper legs. And then come back to center. Find a comfortable seat. You can even rest back on the edge of the chair. If you like, palms down in your lap. Let your eyes close or just soften downward. Notice your breath. And start to deepen it just a little bit. Inhale, big inhales, maybe a little pause, suspension at the top. Before a slow, long exhale out your nose. And with that exhale, let go of all frustration you may have with your balance. Let go of any tension you're holding on to. Again, breathe in, fill up with air slowly. Slight little pause at the top before slowly exhaling out your nose and softening everything. Draw your palms together in front of your heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste. It was such a pleasure. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed the video. Give me a big thumbs up and definitely leave me a comment because I really love connecting with you. Thank you and take care. See you next time.